Good afternoon, students. Myself, Sonali Arun Varmare, Assistant Professor, SND College of Pharmacy, Yeola, District Nasik. So today we will start with your first topic of syllabus, that is local anesthetic. The syllabus is as per PCA pattern. So in introduction, we will going to see the SAR of local anesthetic, in that different classes of local anesthetic are existing: benzoic acid derivatives, aminobenzoic acid derivatives, lidocaine or anilide derivatives, and miscellaneous. So upon completion of this total topic, you will come to know about chemistry of drugs with respect to their pharmacological activity, various drug metabolic pathways, adverse effect and therapeutic value of drugs. We will also come to know about the structure activity relationship of different class of drugs, and as well ultimately we are going to see certain synthesis of chemical drugs. So local anesthetics are the drugs which produce insensitivity in a limited area of uh, body by blocking the generation and conduction of nerve impulses. They interrupt pain impulses in a specific region of the body without loss of patient consciousness. So what general anesthetic generally doing, without causing any block of pain sensation or blockage of pain receptor, they are interacting with the normal process of action potential generation via interruption of sodium channels. So they are applied locally or injected to produce loss of sensation in required area. They decrease permeability of cell membrane to sodium, thus prevents depolarization. The main step in action potential generation, which is targeted by local anesthetics, that is a depolarization. Normally, the process is completely reversible and the agent does not produce any residual effect on the nerve fiber. That means nerve cannot be totally remain in anesthetic stage. Local anesthetics are drugs that when applied directly to the peripheral nervous tissue, they blocks the nerve conduction and abolish all the sensations in that part supplied by the nerve. So in this manner, the passage of sodium through the pores get reduced significantly and hence cause direct interference with the action potential. So they helps in minimizing the excitability of the nerve membranes without touching the resting potential. So they neither interact with the pain receptors nor affect the biosynthesis of pain mediators. The site and technique of administration of local anesthetic agent. So how they are administered and where they are applied. So depending upon that, there are different types of anesthesia. So first one is a surface or topical anesthesia. The local anesthetic is applied to the mucous membrane, for example conjunctiva, larynx, throat, damaged skin surface, etc. So that is called as a topical or surface anesthesia. Second one, infiltration anesthesia. So in this, drug is subcutaneously injected to paralyze the sensory nerve endings around the area to be rendered insensitive. For example, the area to be incised or for tooth extraction. So generally in tooth surgery, this type of infiltration anesthesia is employed. Third type is a nerve block anesthesia. The local anesthetic is injected as close as possible to the nerve trunk, supplying the specific area to be anesthetized. This blocks conduction in both sensory and motor fibers, and minor operations on the limbs are possible. So nerve block anesthesia is employed whenever there is a necessity for the limb operations. And fourth type, that is a spinal anesthesia. So in this, the drug is directly injected into the subarachnoid space, that is into the cerebrospinal fluid, to paralyze the roots of the spinal nerve. This method is used to induce anesthesia for abdominal surgical operations. Next one, epidural anesthesia. So this is a special type of nerve block anesthesia in which the drug is injected into the epidural space. In epidural space, the drug is injected, and that is more difficult procedure. The root of spinal nerves are anesthetized in this. Fifth one, caudal anesthesia. So this is smaller to epidural anesthesia. There the injection is made through sacral hiatus into the vertebral canal, which contains the caudal equina. It is used for operations on the pelvic viscera. The pelvic viscera related operations are done by using the caudal anesthesia. So we will shortly see the history of local anesthetics. So scientist Albert Niemann in 1859 to 1860 was the first to isolate the cocaine and discover its anesthetic properties. In 1884, cocaine was the first local anesthetic introduced by Karl Kohler and first used in ophthalmology. So the emergence is done by Albert Niemann, and the first use introduction in the you can say local use is that is done by the scientist Karl Kohler in 1884 for ophthalmology. Halsted, he has used it to block nerve conduction. In 1905, the first synthetic local anesthetic Procaine was introduced by Inhorn. In 1943, the lidocaine, that is the first local anesthetic, was introduced by Loftin. So further in history, you can say the new amino ester local anesthetics were synthesized between 1891 and 1930, such as tropocaine, eucaine, halocaine, etc. In 1898 and 1972, including Nirvaquine, Procaine, Chloroprocaine, Cincocaine, these types of anesthetics will be were introduced. So all of these drugs were less toxic than cocaine, but they had differing amounts of central nervous system and cardiovascular toxicity. So next point in local anesthetic, that is mechanism of action. So local anesthetics are exerting their mechanism by counteracting the main stage of action potential generation, that is a depolarization. As we know, during the action potential generation and conduction, there is a entry of sodium ions into the channel, and subsequently potassium ions diffuse out through other pores, and this process is called as a depolarization. And immediately after the nerve impulse has passed, the pores again become smaller and sodium ions are now pumped out of the fiber. At the same time, potassium ions are actively transported into the fiber. The nerve membrane is then ready to conduct another impulse. So this is a diagrammatic representation of nerve membrane in which sodium goes in, potassium simultaneously goes out, and there is a stage which is called as a depolarization, and that is blocked by means of a local anesthetic. So this nerve fiber, that is consisting of cell membrane and which is permeable to different proteins and lipids, and that are acting as a channels or pores for the passage of different types of ions, majority for sodium and potassium ions. Next point, that is chemistry of local anesthetics. So structurally we are able to see that aromatic nucleus is there as a hydrophobic part. After that linkage, that might be ester or it might be amide linkage, and after that the amino alkyl chain group is present as a hydrophilic portion. So this lipophilicity is necessary and playing role in transport of a compound from the membrane. The intermediate chain provides the link or special separation between the aromatic ring. The amino group, which is a hydrophilic, that is also necessary in sometimes for the binding of a compound to the receptors. Whenever there is a hydrophilic pathway is involved in a transport mechanism. So local anesthetics are classified on the basis of the intermediate chain. The secondary or tertiary amino terminus or amino group is the hydrophilic portion. The local anesthetics are maybe secondary or containing secondary or tertiary amines. The nitrogen is linked through a intermediary chain to a lipophilic portion. So depending upon the linkage, intermediate linkage they are having in their structure, they are having there are two types of anesthetics, ester anesthetic and amide anesthetics. So ester anesthetics are metabolized in plasma by the enzyme pseudocholinesterase. As we know, in liver and blood there is a sufficient amount of pseudocholinesterases are present, and those are responsible for the hydrolysis of ester type of compounds. Procaine undergo hydrolysis to para-aminobenzoic acid, which is excreted unchanged in urine, and dimethylamino alcohol, which undergo further transformation prior to excretion. So whatever PABA generated after the metabolism of procaine, that is showing certain side effects or toxicities in body. Second one, amide anesthetics. So comparatively, these are having higher half-life in body. Amide anesthetics, they are more complexly metabolized in the liver. The status of the liver function is therefore significant. In a patient with a healthy liver, about 70% of the drug undergoes biotransformation. So these amide anesthetics, 70% metabolized into the liver. Next one, that is a classification of local anesthetic. Up till now, we have seen SAR studies of general structure of a local anesthetic. Depending upon that, we have seen two major types, that is ester local anesthetic and amide containing local anesthetics. So we can see the ester containing are nothing but a derivative of benzoic acid and derivative of para-amino benzoic acid. After that, there are several types of synthetic nitrogenous compounds are also came in market after the natural agents. So this is the general classification in which different derivatives we can observe. Derivatives of acetinilide are also used as a local anesthetics, in which lignocaine, mepivacaine, bupivacaine, pirilocaine, these are the examples. Derivatives of quinoline, cincocaine, dimethoisoquine, these are the examples. After that, synthetic non-nitrogenous agent, for example, benzyl alcohol, propanediol, and in miscellaneous, colloidal phenol, chlorpromazine, dipyridone, dibucane. This type of drugs are coming under this. So this is overall classification of anesthetics.